Hello friends and welcome to a new cleaning for free. This time we're cleaning the bathroom for a young man who had been struggling with depression since his dog died. It was about 2 years ago that his soulmate got sick and that she died, and this was actually a really pretty cute German Schnauzer, which is German for mustache. These are these little dogs and they have a lot of hair around their nose. This young man just had a really hard time bearing the loss of his dog, and his mom was worried because ever since his dog died, he hardly went outside. He just locked himself up in his bedroom and he isolated himself. This young man also suffered from severe social anxiety, and so his world became very small. It was his really sweet mom that contacted me because after 2 years his bedroom had become quite trashed, and this mom really wanted it to be clean and healthy so that maybe he could start building a better life for himself. As most of the people who I cleaned for, this young man was so stressed that he couldn't really sleep that night before I would come and clean. And so he started cleaning up his bedroom already. And it was so much better when I arrived the next morning. So I'm really proud of him that he started the process by himself. These bottles on his desk are nothing weird. It's just milk and some energy drink, I think. And this boy was eating quite natural foods and really healthy. And he also has got some supplements that I found. You will see that later in this video. And I had never ever heard of those. So wait until you see those. I think it's very interesting. I started by clearing his desk, and his mom took all the dishes and everything that she put in the dishwasher, and I took all the trash from the desk and put it in a trash bag. And after that I started noticing that there were a lot of clothes in this room. So of course the second step of my process was again to gather all the clothes and put them in another trash bag. During my cleanings, I never wash clothes because it's a really time-consuming process and I don't know how someone else's washing machine works. I do fold clean clothes sometimes, but mostly I just gather them and I leave that task to the resident. As you will notice in this video, there are a lot of cardboard boxes in this room, and that's because this young man, as many other people, is used to order a lot of his stuff online. So all those boxes were from deliveries, and those are from these big companies that you will find on the internet when you want something really cheap, and it often comes from China. And I really have mixed feelings about these big companies. I know that the motto of one of these companies is shop like a billionaire, and I really think this gives a wrong idea of what shopping should be. I think it's because when cleaning, I encounter so much unused, cheap stuff. people are so tempted to buy more than they actually need or actually are going to use. And speaking of things you need, I'm thinking about a story that I still have to tell you guys, because last Saturday when I drove back home from this free cleaning, all of a sudden it felt like my car was losing power and I immediately panicked, of course. I have no knowledge about cars or anything, so I pulled up to a gas station and I called my husband. He thought that it was probably one of the cylinders in the engine that didn't work anymore, and so he said, just drive home, but drive a little slower. Last Monday, I brought my car to the garage, hoping that it could be repaired. But the next day, I received a call from the car mechanic, and he said that my dear car was broken beyond repair. And honestly, I was so sad because this car meant quite a lot to me. Not just because it has driven me everywhere the last 1.5 years, but also because it was my very first car and I'm a really insecure driver. It took a long time before I got my driver's license, and I was so proud when I finally could buy my own car. It was a very little car, very small car. I think to most of you Americans, it is like a toy car. She is a Citroen C1 and she's so cute, and I'm gonna miss her so much. She will be demolished, and the only thing I get from it is $200 just for the parts that still can be used. So I'm left with basically nothing. I promised you to tell you a little bit more about these supplements that this young man is taking every day, and you can see one of the little pots right there on the desk. These pills contain dry frozen ox meat, and specifically meat from the liver, the brain, the testicles and organs. I thought this was really interesting, so I looked it up on the internet and I read that gladiators and Vikings, they prefer to eat meat such as liver, brain, testicles from animals, oxes in particular. As I'm showing you the before and after footage, I want to thank you so much for watching this video and supporting these free cleanings. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!